For the news we get around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staffs them everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Voices down. Credibility, now we ability. News, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, that's a get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. Man, them girl begin the second power. You can call on me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like a nigga we fly. Liberty TV day before. We climb the mountain just to get the news. Go down the slums to get the views. Voices down. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, let's get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl begin, let's get the power. You can call on me, count on me anyhow. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism.
A pleasant good evening and welcome to yet another edition of the Liberty Education Talk. We always come to you every Wednesday at 6. As always, we can look at issues they go around the education sector in the country. Of course, today we will discuss around issues we get to do with the newly elected president of the Students' Union. Now, the Unimtech University, we go discuss the plans of the president-elect for the Students' Union now Unimtech University. This plus plenty other issues inside this edition of the program. You the watch go send a message to the number +23274 200 545 or either drop your comments at the platform outside the watch reform. You the this edition of the program. This evening, my name is Alhassan Kuma. Well, of course, now the studio, now a pleasure for welcome Charles Kali Kuruma. We now the president-elect for the Students' Union organization, now the Unimtech University. It is a pleasure having you in the studio. Good evening.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All right, continue for watch. Ensure you send a message to the number +23274 200 545. Or either drop we a message through SMS +23274 200 545, or you drop your message now the platform was the watch me this evening. But of course, we will start the conversation with the Students' Union president for Unimtech, as we want to look at how best we will start first the conversation based on the election process and all. So how was it for you as a young person going to Students' Union politics, and how you've been able for campaign and get people who will trust in you and vote say yes, they need you for like be the president for the organization for the next years?
Well, first and foremost, I want for tell you thank you, and to the viewers them and listeners them out there, I want for greet all and tell all plenty thank you. First and foremost, me where they talk, me na Charles Kalikoroma, the newly elected Student Union President for the 2025-2026 academic year to be specific. Me journey no only starts na Unimtech. It starts from being the Student Union Secretary General at Milty Magai during my HTC era. 2022 when I arrived na Unimtech, I not stop. I continue with my ambition for lead and for make sure say I serve humanity, because that na the that's na the ultimate goal of everybody, for make sure say you serve humanity. So my journey as a student union president started around 2022-2023 academic year, when I was appointed as the Deputy Secretary General of that very student union. I was appointed as a Deputy Secretary General. Not to me, actually, then be the plan for appoint. Then be get somebody with the appoint, but he was not effective. He was not coming. So I chip in and try for give me assist and try for give some kind of administrative assist to the union. So then see how they work with them, and then decide to, okay, you know what, for the 2024-2025 here, the person will win the election when Jacqueline Mariama Malik, when we former student union president now, where I take over from, call me in cabinet and say, I want make you be me secretary, and I work with them assiduously during then 2 era then day. So with then 2 platforms then they of being the student union and deputy student union secretary and the student union secretary 1, I believe say I be done market myself to the general student body. I be done the advocate on student concerns, on dire student concerns. Yes, so at 10 level then they I be done already market myself. But again, it was so difficult when you get into your academics, you want to do very well, you get into student leadership, how you go balance then 2 aspects in your life. It was so difficult. If you get into then thing and then you will find out say you sleep whilst others are awake, then you wake whilst others are asleep. So that be me on focus. But they always try for present myself as that person will go solve issues, solve my colleagues them problems on campus. So based on that track record, what I don't get from the department, from the student union body, to how they engage with the administration to make sure say we solve student concerns, and students they see the impact what they create, make them choose say me na the right person for lead them in this 2025-2026 academic year.
I want for just take you through on when you be the build the premises on you the aspects of you coming into the student politics. You know, you lay reference of you did in a Milty Magai College of Education doing the same thing day.
Sure.
You know, so is it like you know somebody where they build up your career through politics? Now you starting it from the university stage in politics, from one university to another. Now you be done the Milty Magai, now you did a Unimtech, but yes, you still pursue in terms of student politics. Are you go able for digress on the aspects of students politics? And also the backup with your studies, how you did align that with too.
So basically, I know the plan for build my career on politics. I the plan for build my career on serving humanity. Because let's face the reality. When you serve people, then for me, na the greatest mark you can ever make. Na the greatest mark. I know they see like I want to become a politician. If that be the case, so be it. But anytime I find myself, I want for me to say I serve humanity. That is my ultimate aim. That is my goal. And try for see how best I can align me academic and that of me student leadership is a challenging. I know they tell anybody like it's a challenging stuff. Because like at some point in time you get from Miss class. How you go cover up that class where you don't miss. At some point in time, you no go sleep quick. At some point in time, they go call on a meeting where you be for say, you get class. And the university where we they serve now, one of the vast university na Sierra Leone. We get campus na Cambia, Lonsau, Konobo, and Freetown. So at some point in time, we get for visits all inside in the wild classes, then they go on. So you as a student leader, you get for take that extra step, that extra mile. Say, okay, if I miss class, let me do my own research and try for book up with the one that we did a class. And so you go match up with them at the end of it. Because when you count on everything, even you being a student leader, you not get excused not for sit exam or not for pass exam. In fact, Nayanda, if will make you mark as a student leader, because you get people in an exam or you get people in a class where they look up to now. Okay. Let's say, for example, in case of exam malpractice come up, you're a student leader, you want to go to the student body for talk to them about exam malpractice. Then maybe you be involved in exam malpractice. Somebody will go in a class, go just say, Mr. Man, excuse me. You be involved in exam malpractice, or Mr. Man, excuse me, I they beat you in a class. What you can tell me about academics. So you get for make sure say you balance both aspects so you go be exceptional.
Okay. So as they continue with the conversation, you also mentioned about you being part of the previous student union administration,
Sure.
you know, serving as the Secretary General.
Yeah.
Now you don't transition from the Secretary General to being the president of the student union,
Sure.
now Unimtech.
Sure.
Waiting go be different from the old administration you be deal with through your predecessor, and now you being the newly elected president. What are your plans for cater for this? Because being the president of the student union, you primary concern now for ensure you advocate for students on campus.
Yes, sure. So I think me now want pursue we don't serve now some of the top positions then within the student union government, from deputy secretary general to secretary general and now to president. So that don't show how equipped and how I don't at the corridor of student leadership. And with that kind of pre-execute knowledge we I get for make sure say we solve student concern and student issues them, we believe say we go able to arrive at a particular point. But before coming into this particular race, I designed a survey in a campus where I named Student Perspective Survey. Okay. Which of course that survey they now for unearth some of the dire concerns them of students, the dissatisfaction and satisfaction part of students on campus. We try to rate the overall operations of the campus. Mind you, development is not about a guesswork. It's about data in the 21st century. So I try to gather me data, waiting students they say. So based on the feedback we students then give me on that student perspective survey, now they are build me premise on. Now they are build me deliverables on. Now they are build on waiting I think say are the felt needs and the inducive needs of students. Now I'm asking, okay, let's talk about welfare. Students, they emphasize on the student perspective, say they need welfare in terms of improvements on our restroom facility, improvements on our clinic facility, even though they are on operations, they are in good condition somehow, but we need some improvement again in terms of internet facility, even though we have internet, but it's not enough for the number of students on campus. So we need internet facility. And mind you, we within our university, we are youth. Majority of you, we are youth, and you cannot take activities out of youth. In education, we have what we call extracurriculum activities. These are activities that were part of the academic calendar. But in recent year, we know they look into the extracurriculum activities. Then we are just focusing on waiting to happen inside the lecture room and the exam hall, whilst we forget about the one that we get athletic skills, the one that we get music skill, the one that we get entrepreneur skill. So these are all things that capture in my manifesto how we can incorporate each and every student, despite of their belief, their tradition, despite of their creed, despite of waiting them they do, despite of the skills, but we want to merge each and every student for make sure say they're able to fit into the university system.
So how you
and
dey
achieve.
look at them concerns, and are they genuine concerns from students? Like you talk about the survey we launch when the students perspective survey we
Yes,
do.
yes.
How you look at the concerns and way you get that from students them on welfare, on other issues the way you just don't mention? Are they realistic? Are they genuine concerns from students?
Sure.
So how you able to align them with the administration for ensure say some of them problems they didn't solve?
So now, we are using the stratified sampling.
Okay.
We then at a stage we are in, we try for gather the data system first. After we don't gather then data there, we get for do a report on the survey. Okay. When we do a report on the survey, we go take this report and submit it to administration. Say, these are the cry of students. Students want transportation facility. Students want internet facility. Students want extracurriculum activities. Students want A and B and C. But all that they pile on, when we don't gather all the data when we need, we do a report, we send out to the administration and to the alumni. So maybe they self go get side where then go can in for can help in some of the entire concerns then they of students.
All right, continue for day with me now the studio family. In case you just watch this, that the Liberty Education Talk. We always come to you live on Liberty Television. Now with different platform that also with the streaming programs. Continue for send a message to the number +23274 200-545. Now the studio at the play host to the newly elected president for the Students Union Association, Unimtech University. Continue for sending your thoughts, your message on the issue of the discourse as we primarily they look at in concerns in focus with a don't win as the president within a plan for do and choose a student concerns and at the university they're able to solve them. As we move along, Charles Carly, based on your submissions that we don't making plans ahead, working with the administration. At times many people we the university can look at the student union body as a body way not effective in terms of solving problems for students and concern. For example, issues that we got to do with missing grade, students having problem with some lecturer, and also how it don't they happen because you have the experience, you work with the previous administration, now you're the head. So how una be done the work for solve more especially issues of missing grade? If you talk about concerns coming from students in the diverse university across the country, then go probably tell you about missing grade and having issues with lecturers. How una don't make them they work on that?
Okay. So missing grade issue in the all over, yeah, and we as a union we don't step in or make sure say we try for ameliorate some of them problems and then we own localities them and we own campuses the way we did. As I talk to you, I don't serve as the student union secretary general at some point in time, and we don't engage with administration on these issues. Them we don't write tons of letter. We don't come on. We don't come out then days. Then we are in. You they just grab and go say this is my issue. I want make una solve it now. No. Now how the process they go like. You get for write your letter, address them to the designated authorities them we involve. If, for example, me then at the School of Public Admin, I dey read HR. If I get issue of missing grade, I get for make sure say I address me dean of student, I address me HOD. For me HOD, I copy me dean of student, then I copy the student union president or whosoever the student union body, I copy them, then I send me letter. When you send your letter, then get for do further check for make sure say you can sit the exam or for make sure say you require grade where you supposed to get. But there is a platform and majority of students they not able for use that platform. They just want to go say this is my problem. I get missing grade issue when I solve them for me one thing. But these people then they work with laws, with rules them. They're not a grab overnight and go change your grade so no more. So you get for write you letter. And me self within I don't write them letter then they for me company student they over and over. And at the end of it, then they able solve their issues them. So there are principles them, there are precedent the way for follow for make sure that you get them problem then they solve.
So waiting are some of the for the sake of family they watch we, and as well people we don't they follow or issues that we get for relates to student union then work now the various universities. Waiting are the facilities we una they get on campus from the administration for one on our fees, because running a whole body like this with over many thousand students on campus una need subvention. How una they get this subvention for one my administration?
Okay. So I go limit to my own jurisdiction, Unimtech. We constitution, the student union constitution, until we say 40% of all what una get for spend as union. Now from the capitation where una they pay, where student they pay na campus. Waiting at this capitation. Capitation na a fee where students them, eligible student them, as soon as they don't accept, they don't give you letter. You for pay you capitation fee to the union account. Yeah? So that capitation fee they, now in the student union administration they use for run the day-to-day or whatsoever project they get. But the student union government, they at liberty also for make sure say they add some project they out there. Mind you, the capitation is just 40% of anything you get for spend. But you need more project out there, you need more fund. So for all them fund then you get for make sure say you get the project then down, you get people away institutions them where you go invite and give to them letter for funding. So then go able fund some of you project them. So basically if you talk about funding, right? Now, so the student union, they fund itself through the capitation and also through maybe external helps them where they come from outsiders them. But one of the key role on campus now for make sure say we protect, advocate, and enlighten students about their duty and responsibility on campus. Because you cannot know your responsibility without you knowing your duty. You for no say this is my duty and this also is my responsibility. With that going, we stand at that particular point for enlightening students them, for advocate on behalf of students. That's why when Senate they meet or when the university court they meet, then they request for one representative from the student union body for represent the student them. Even when disciplinary committee they meet in case of the exam malpractice or any other malpractice on campus, a representative from the student union government they part of that body day, so they're not going to see the advantage on any
Charles,
student
during campaign time on campus, I'm pretty sure there was a plan manifesto we been make where they resonate to the things that we don't see on campus, where there are challenging issues, where if you say the need for the address, so that students then go forget a very level playing field and a way for connect with the administration. Now you don't win as a president, so which one of the top priority where if you say you can able for fix up as a president, and how long you go for fix up some of them problems then they?
Okay. Now some of the problems they need some financial assistance. Majority of them within 90 days, which we try for put in place. One is the restroom facility.
Okay.
We want for try for renovate them and try for see how best we will focus on the welfare of students for make sure say we get a proper restroom facility, even though it's available, but we want for see how best it's be renovated. And also we get for talk about we internet facility.
Okay.
You cannot take internet out of our educational system, out of our university environment into the age. Whatever thing we get for do is connected to internet. Whatever single thing, assignment to whatsoever, research to we get for use in internet. So we get for make sure say we advocate for a reliable internet facility on campus. And one not forget, we also get issue with transportation. Transportation a general issue where everybody they go through.
Is it that the university gets buses?
No,
for
they get
students?
bus them. They get bus them.
So how
But-
then buses ended up with?
Yeah, the buses then they operate on official assignment whenever if we are students who
Are the buses meant for the students?
Yeah,
or
yes.
for administration?
No,
because it's difficult for times to see bus around the streets of Freetown where it's purely for
we
Unimtech
get
students.
we get bus when are for staff bus, we get bus when are for students bus.
How many buses then we there for students?
I can't tell now. I can't tell. But we get about two bus when are for students. And one or two back when are for the administration. But I can't figure out exactly. But in approximate around that number. So what make that side clear is this. Boston and the previous one where we don't come before we then we don't dinner the institution before we then we get time when they pay them fees then tuition fee in the bus ticket they part of them wherein you go pay then give you a whole book where every day now where they pass na street the bus can just pick you up but some kind of stuff then happen around that system there where people misuse them make them stop. But again, we get people away far and wide from them, for Mile, Western, Godrich. Then people they strain for transport. So that is why, as a body, as a student union government, we don't begin advocate to the institution. Say it high time we started that we operation will be done today for make sure say then post there come back na street for student them where them go pay on a daily basis.
All right, continue for stay with me. The program now, the Liberty Education Talk, we always they come to you live now. Liberty Television now we different platforms with the streams where. So of course today we did discuss around the students union body now the Unimtech as they don't get a newly elected president we na Charles Kalikoma. They to the studio for elaborate on implant him as a president for one. The association for the next years. Continue for sending a message to the number +23274 200-545. This is a program where always look into issues in surrounding the education sector as well. Talk on how best we go before create more development in the education sector across Ireland, because we can only do better as a nation when we have quality education, and that's quality depends on university graduates them. We always can come every year and all the campus system across the country. But of course, we will continue, just like I don't build the premise, when you look at Unimtech is a university on its own, we get plenty students, then we don't graduate over the years. Is it only one campus when I get Freetown for
Yes.
Unimtech? There are other campuses.
We get other campuses.
Okay.
During the opening, I make and Christian clear.
Okay.
Say now one of the vast university na Freetown.
Okay.
And before I forget, Unimtech na the second best ranked university na Sierra Leone, and the number one best private university. Yeah, so we get campus then campuses.
Also, you get that statistics of ranking when you say Unimtech being the second best ranked university and the best private university.
Yes.
From which
Chala,
rating?
it's on my page. It's on my page. Chala as the first university in Sierra Leone, and Unimtech second best ranked based on the research them way the universities and they don't do.
Okay.
So what just lay the premise? We get campus then Bo, Cambia, Lonsal, Kono and Freetown.
Okay.
So these are the 5 areas and 5 places the way we get campus the way we they operate. And we find out that even when we they matriculate or we they get with convocation, then can go online. We can do it online. When we get with convocation, you find now the first university back self we begin for getting convocation online.
Okay.
Yeah, we are in with the main campus, then they connect all the various campus system together, then get the convocation, matriculation, and orientation. So I believe that one again is very unique in this internet age.
Okay. So as you don't be the president now, elect now the universities, what are your plans and what are your relationship with other universities than the Fabric College, IPAM, College of Medicine? How you they collaborate with your colleague, president them for ensure say we able for market some of the ideas them into your campus?
So basically we just hold the election on the 29th of January.
Okay.
But before this time, we be done the nexus with them, the like of NUS, National Union of Sierra Leone Students Association. We done the nexus with them. We done the meet on some various. So I believe say since then just elect me, but I be done the interface with some of them, and we go continue from when they elect me to now. Some of them we not see it and we not talk it, but some of them don't congratulate me. I believe say as a student body, we get something we common with the advocates on behalf of students, and we they make sure say we try for meet and share ideas them and share some challenges them and some way how they don't solve them problems them, where they affect them at the university. It might not work in our it might not work for we at Unimtech, but it might give we the headway how we forgo about
so how
solving
you
our
dey
own
plan
problem.
for build your cabinet since you been just elected as a president for the union association so far? How you the plan for build the cabinet, getting all the students for work with you for ensure say things can go on well as of plan, because you just have to work with the manifesto you don't get to students them for ensure say you able for do it you don't promise them. How you go about to get your cabinet, or have you got your cabinet already?
Not yet, because we just done the election the 29th. I'm still figuring out would them you go incorporate. You know, there is this 30% stuff to women and all. So we want to see all the one in the woman in the part of the cabinet and people that were really fit enough for serve and for represent the university and the student body in general. So in get for cuts across all areas, we get over 5 schools now. The university, School of Public Admin, Social Science, Technology, and that of School of Applied Science. So we get for the cabinet get for cuts across. Like me the final year now. I not go just go take all final year them. I can put them part of the cabinet. We where they do HR, we go with thing called HR planning. I get for make sure say I incorporate some year, second year, third year for come part of the cabinet. So since we they left in the next 6 months, where we they come out, we get people again where we don't train, we go fit in for make sure say then serve the one they where they come after we.
One other thing the way plenty people on the discourse now the aspects of on a campus. Looking at the campus is very small for able for get that kind of number of students them where they go there. How the administration and the students union they work, because even on convocation ceremony we can see say parents we can go down, they can find it very difficult because of if you have more than 1,000 students every they graduate, you see say the campus, the choke, and lots of issues surrounding space and that kind of security on campus. So how the union they work for advocates with the administration for ensure say we get more extension on campus for students security wise.
So basically there are things you cannot change, but you can amend them and you can profound solution to some of those things. And one thing where the administration do, we're very prudent and wise enough. Now for watch at the jurisdiction, watch at the space of the university and try for align the operations within that particular, we go fit to that space. How the university they operate is this. We get 3 shifts. Yeah. for all them beaucoup students and they we this. So we have over 6,000 students, not only from main campus, from other satellite campus system, but majority from main campus. So we get morning shift, which comprises of first year, second year, morning shifts, first year and second year. Then we get afternoon in comprises of HD and all of HD afternoon. Then we get evening shift, which comprises of first year, second year, qualifying year, and final year. So now, so they're able for partition that kind of population where they go na the university. So talking about convocation, then we don't foresee some of them challenges. Then So over the years, waiting the administration they do for make sure say they divide the set of students the way they graduate and can make the convocation 2 days. Then can get say okay, School of Social Science and School of Technology 1 day. Then School of Public Admin when they beaucoup students they then get beaucoup students then can get 1 day. So they make sure say they're able for utilize the space and connect the operations them according to the space where they get for the meantime.
All right, Fambul, as we try for wrap up with the conversation this evening, in case you just joined this now Liberty Education Talk, we always come to you live. Now this particular platform, we always look at issues surrounding the education sector. And of course, today we play host to the president of the Students' Union, now Unimtech University, of course, in name Charles Kaliko Madi to the studio for align and plans them for the university and also concerns them for students them on campus. As we wrap up, Charles, what do people expect from your leadership? You transition from the Secretary General and now you being the president. What do people expect from you? Students on campus, the lecturers, the administration, what do you feel say you could do we will make different from the past administration?
First thing we want for establish now. Now the fact say since I don't know the corridor of student leadership for a very long time, I believe say there are lots of things in the way we go come within, we go make sure say we make the difference. Like we get a program where we did try for run now. We are the Unimtech Student Union Entrepreneurship competition.
Okay.
And in a novel competition we never happened in the history of we university. So I want for see how best we can connect the 4 campuses or the 5 campuses as one. Where again we go get representative from Bo campus, Cambia, and come for can see how best then go compete on ideas for way because one we team for this particular here we convocation team now producing job creators.
Okay.
So we want for align we self with that team there to say our best. Okay, producing job creators. Then we identify the entrepreneurs them will get now we university and and some of the campus system. We bring them together. They can compete. Write letters to sponsor them and see how best we go incorporate some institutions them. We then go come and identify some of them people and they say these are the leaders in the next generation. Then we try for see, say communication is key, communication is power. And most students them can somehow be novice when it comes in terms of administrative procedures them. You go see them, you say, hey, me, I not be no saying that this happen, I not be no saying that this happen. So for bridge that gap, what I want for do now for make sure say we begin all with student assembly, general student assembly. Wherein we go sit down as students. Charts the way forward, and at the end of that student assembly, whatever we get out of the student body, we go take them back to the administration. And no one for be that kind of person say I'm the president, I know it all, I'm the A all, the B all, and the all. No, what I want to see is a leadership with the inclusion of each and every student on board. Everybody in idea matter. Now you make the Asante people of Ghana say knowledge is not in the head of one man. So I believe say in that kind of platform then we can unearth the cry, the concerns, and get the raw feedback of students and try for solve some of the issues then.
All right, plenty. Thank you. We join me at the studio. In name na Charles Kali Kuma, na the newly elected president for the student union body na Unimtech University. Many thanks as well to you. We don't say we message we able for read them. And as usual, we don't follow the program since we start. This now the Liberty Education Talk. We always come to you live now this platform as we are safe. Also, they play a role for ensure say we able to tap on the people, shine a light on people, then they play impactful role at the education sector. Now, so this program go left you. I want to say many thanks to my studio technician. We're Valentine, we are able for bring you clear pictures of this particular edition of the program. To meet again for another edition of the program, we'll bring you this edition of the Liberty Education Talk. As always, my name is Alhassan Kuma. Get yourself a comfortable night and stay blessed. Bye-bye.
For the news we dey around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staffs them everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah, voices come. Credibility, now we are building news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, let's get the power. The count on me, the count on me anyhow. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. Human them, girl begin the security power. You can call on me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like an eagle we fly. Liberty TV day before. We climb the mountain just to get the news. Go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah, voices down. Hi yeah, give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, let's get the power. The count on me, the count on me anyhow. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. The human them, God begin, let's get the power. You can call on me, count to me anyhow. You speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. Oh, 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 oh.